Boiler and machinery hazards are more prominent for different occupancies. In the chemical industry, the power gen industry, the mining industry, boiler and machinery hazards drive loss experience.
Through a 10-year study that we did on equipment losses in the high hazard industries, about 70% of those losses are driven by boiler and machinery perils.
Mosaic is the largest integrated producer of potash and phosphates crop nutrients in the world. To produce crop nutrients at the rate that we need, it's important that our mines and our plants operate reliably.
There's a lot of critical, very large equipment that it takes to be able to convert it into granular fertilizer. It's important that they run as often as possible and produce at maximum rates.
We've seen from our loss history that our equipment factors can be an indicator of which pieces of equipment are more likely to break down. So by looking at and evaluating the environment for those critical pieces of equipment, the operating conditions, the operators, the maintenance, the history from a frequency driver of loss, and then contingency planning and safety devices from a severity perspective, that really is a unique approach that we're taking to look at the totality of the risk that that piece of equipment, if it fails, can create for that process.
It's really easy to get tunnel vision and you only understand your assets from your perspective. By partnering with FM Global, we can understand their perspective, and they see things in a lot of different industries and frequently bring something to bear that we were overlooking.
Our boiler machinery specialists get specialized training so that they are able to properly assess and evaluate equipment risk at our high hazard industries.
Volumetric, so we can determine the location and the size of that defect.
And a key part of that evaluation can be non-destructive examination.
When FM Global came on board, they identified areas to enhance maintenance and preventative maintenance programs, including additional NDE, or non-destructive examination of some of our large rotary vessels.
By doing these NDE techniques, we can detect these potential defects which can propagate to a failure in service, which we do not want to happen. But by doing that as part of our asset integrity program, we can be proactive and detect these things and then take the action needed to repair or replace without having a failure in service.
FM Global is one of the only carriers that has dedicated boiler and machinery field engineers. That approach for Mosaic works very well because FM Global provides more of a specific, detailed, focused area from a boiler and machinery perspective.
The strength of that relationship and the access to their engineering capabilities is very important to me and to my team.